Yeah, sure. So my name is Daniel. I'm technical support for By Demes Ireland, but I also help out for Holland for now. And today we'll talk a little bit about VESTA panels, and this time regarding the VESTA medical care devices. There's also automation devices and intruder side of the panel. Today with us is Ashraf, and he's our VESTA expert.
Yeah.
He'll talk. He'll give you more details about everything. So Ashraf, I'll leave it to you.
Yeah.
To talk about it.
Perfect. Thank you, Daniel. My name is Ashraf. I am the product manager of all these products of medical care and the intrusion panels. And today I'm going to explain you all about medical care system. So first of all, we are going to present the series. We're going to make a small presentation of the medical care series. We have 3 series, so we're going to talk about these 3 models. We're going to see the features and the compatibilities with the ZigBee protocol and the Z-Wave protocol. And also we're going to explain what is these 2 protocols. We're going to see the emergency and automation devices, because for the medical care panels we can also make some rules or some automation. Then we're going to make a startup of the panel. So from 0 to the end of the configuration, we're going to make all the configuration of this panel. And also we're going to see all the features and what we can do with each series. We have a local interface to make the configuration for the panel, and also we have the cloud. We're going to explain all about the cloud, because locally I think this is not really useful for installers, because they want to configure all the system by cloud. So I'm going to focus more in the cloud. So I'm going to explain everything about the cloud and how we can register the panel and how we can control everything. And also, as I said before, we're going to make the configuration of the medical alarm panel, the configuration of emergency and automation devices, and then we're going to see the configuration of the rules and automation things. And also we're going to explain what we can do with these rules and with these automation things. And also this is very useful. So the rules and automation things, this is useful for all people, or for all people.
For elderly.
Elderly. Yeah, elderly. Sorry, this is the word.
Seniors.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go to start explaining the series. So first of all, the medical care system is a complete solution that has a medical alarm, a professional medical alarm, and also there are some panels that has a small part of security, so we can add detectors to detect the presence of the humans. And also we have another series that are able to make a smart automation rules and things. So all the panels has a medical alarm, and also there are one panel that has security and other ones that has also a smart automation. So we have 3 series. We have the Mobile Pro, the series MX, and the GX series. The main difference between all these series is very clear. The first one is the Mobile Pro. This is a professional medical alarm, and also it has a purse. This purse is a mobile device that you can take out from the base, and it's used for locate the elder person. Okay.
So you can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That unit, is that because it stands there, it's inside, indoors and outdoors, but you can also take it with you when you go to the shopping store or something like that?
Yeah, sure, because you have the purse. The purse is this small device. You can take it out from the base, and you can go out with this device, and you have the location of this person anytime you want.
And it works through GPS or something?
Yeah, because you insert a SIM card on this device. You have a SIM card. You insert it in. And with an online platform and mobile application, you can locate this person. Also, it has a fall sensor. So if the person or the person who was taking this, it falls, so it sends an emergency alarm with the exact location of the person.
Okay.
Okay. And also it has a battery backup around 72 hours. So if we take it from the base, we have 72 hours of battery backup. Okay.
More than enough.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah. And also in the base, because it's used indoor, we have a big button, so we can click this button and also send an emergency alarm to notification to the mobile phone, also to the web platform, email address, SMS, and also we can make some calls.
Is that also possible with that you call purse?
Yes, with the purse also we have a speaker and microphone and one small button. If we are outdoor and we click this button, it sends a notification to all the users that have access to that.
And that use can be someone like your child or parent or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, it can be used for caregivers. I don't know if it's like that. Caregivers in Spain. Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Okay, I don't know if
it's used. Yeah, the word is used. Caregivers.
Okay, and we have the Serie MX. We're going to explain all these functions. We're going to see it on the demo, and I think that will be very visual with the demo. We have the Serie MX. It's a medical alarm also, and it has a small part of intrusion alarm. So we can in this panel we can add some detectors and detect if they are present or not. And we can use these sensors, for example, for detect if the seniors or elder pupil or sorry for my English as I told you, detect if the seniors are moving or not, if the person is moving or not, and detect the inactivity. So if this person doesn't move in X time, we can trigger an alarm or trigger a notification. So it's very useful in this panel. And also we have the last series. It's a GX series. It's an advanced teleassistance system or medical alarm. And also it has a voice control because it allows the control by Amazon Alexa and also by Google Phone. So we can for example say, hey Google, send an alarm, or I fall, or something like that, and it sends an alarm.
Yeah.
Okay. And also we have an automation rule. So this panel is the complete panel. We can use that for everything. So this is the complete version. And also it has one device that we can use for make the location. Okay. We're going to see also this small device. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. The mobile phone, as you can see here, we have the base, and we have the purse. The purse it has a compartment for the SIM card where we can put the SIM card and have access to the internet in outdoor. And for the base, we have the Ethernet port, so we just connect it to our router, and this is all. The purse, it has a microphone and a speaker and also the base. And if we send an emergency alarm, so if we click this button, it will start making the calls and make the notification for all the users that have the application. And also we can talk and we can hear. The first it works with GPS, so it has a precise location. And also it incorporates an intelligent call sensor. So it detects if someone, I don't know how to say it, but if someone is false. Yes.
If someone falls, there will be an alarm.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
If someone is false, it sends an alarm. And also with the ubication, with the exact ubication.
Yeah.
Okay, the platforms are the following. We have my GPS alert application. It's available on the web browser, so we can go on this platform and see anytime where is this person, and also if there are some events like an emergency call by button or by phone. So we can retrieve this exact application in the web browser and also in our application that is called also my GPS alert. As I said before, we can send SMS and also make some calls if we want.
Yeah.
And here we have the MX series. This series it can connect to stations. What that means is that we can connect it to central stations by contact ID or DS protocol. So maybe you know what is the contact ID. The contact ID is a protocol that is used by central stations. It can report by GSM, 3G, LTE, 4G, and also EP. It has an EP model, so we can connect it directly to our router. Or if we don't have a router, you can just put the SIM card with data plan, and it will be connected to the internet and report anything with the SIM card.
But this one is not for the outdoors.
No, but there are one device that it can use it for outdoor. I will talk about this device later. It can be used for this panel and for the GX, for the okay. It's not like the first, but it's similar.
The pendants, I mean.
Yeah, it's like a pendant, and this pendant is connected to your smartphone, and it uses the GPS of your smartphone to record exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I will explain you that later.
Okay.
So we have a basic design. This design it has 3 buttons. The red button is for an emergency alarm. The green button is for make a call that we pre-configured. So we can configure one phone number and with this button call to this number. Okay, it's not an emergency, but it's a simple call. With one button you can make a call to the mobile that you are configuring. And also we have the yellow button. This yellow button is used for many things, like arming the system because we have a basic intrusion system, and also it's used for reset the inactivity. These panels are prepared or are ready for detect the presence of the seniors or elder persons. So if this person doesn't click this button in a certain time that we set in the configuration, for example, every hour I want this person to click this button to know that it's there. So we configure that in the configuration, and every hour the panel will start making a voice command like hey, press the button, and the person must to press this button to. And if this person doesn't press this button in this time, it will report a inactivity detection. So in this case, you can make a call and know if the person is there or not, and also you can go and see what is happening. So this is very useful, and not just by this button. We can use a door contact, we can use a detector, peer motion sensor, and also integrate them on the MX panel and detect the movement. And with that, we are going to start resetting every time that detects, start resetting the inactivity detection.
Sounds good.
Okay. It has an RF range of 2 kilometers. So if we have some pendants or we have some emergency buttons or fault sensor, all these sensors have 2 kilometers of range. So this is very powerful. It's like a VESTA intrusion panel. I don't know if you see this product, but are compatible, are fully compatible. If you have detector for intrusion, you can use it for this panel. So it uses the same frequencies. It uses 868 megahertz and F1. Ability to establish a multi-partition emergency intercom system. This is very important because on these panels and also the GX series, you can put 5 different mobile phones and make a call like you want. For example, for the first mobile and second mobile, just call me if there are an emergency. And for the third and the fourth and the 5 phone number, just call me if there are inactivity, for example. So you can configure all these things, and also you can make priorities. And for example, for the first mobile phone, if the panel starts calling in case of emergency, and the first number doesn't take the call, it automatically starts calling to the second one. And otherwise, if the first one it takes the call and starts talking, it will not call to the second one. So these priorities you can configure them. So in the configuration. I don't know if I explained it good, but
until now I understand everything. So
okay, thank you. Okay. And also we have an arrival function for nurses, okay, or assistants. Is this green button? It's also used for call, but when we are in emergency, this button it lights up and start detecting if someone arrives. So if for example if nurses arrive to the house, they can click just this green button, and we will receive, or the central station will receive a notification that this person is attended or it has a help. So this is a notification that we can receive. And we can disable this function if we don't want this function. We can disable it and disable. It has a voice prompt, like I told you before. In case of inactivity, it starts telling, "Hey, please press this button. Hey, please press this button," and something like that. And if it loses the connection to the internet, it also starts making this prompt by voice. And also when it's calling, it tell you calling and something like that. Well, we're going to see all this in.
Okay, but in case of loss of internet connection, it can switch automatically to SIM card.
Yeah, it also switch automatically to SIM card.
Okay, so same like the intruder panel.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. But the first priority is by LAN, by router, and if it loses the router, it switch automatically in seconds to the SIM card. The SIM card always is backup. If you have just the SIM card because you don't have a router on the elder person, so you can use just the SIM card. And maybe this will be the many of cases because all people that doesn't have the router and
exactly. True.
Okay, we can connect up to 4 sensors here, and not just awares or pendant, an emergency pendant or emergency buttons. And also we can use, for example, water leak sensor, for example, temperature sensors, and many other sensors for detect if there are any file of things in the house. Okay. support multiple programming methods. As I told you, locally and online, we can configure it locally, and also we can make it by cloud. So I will explain you the cloud. This is very simple, and all the installers will use this because they have access in remotely. And we have the event filter according to categories. So we can filter we can make the filter of the event. For example, if we
alarm and
if we don't want to decide, for example, if the person is inactive, so we can filter this event. And here we have all the products that we can put on the system. So we have
smoke detector.
Yes, smoke detector, water leakage sensor, help button, detectors for detect the presence and reset the inactivity if we want. And also we can have worst or pendant for an emergency call. Okay. And here we have the complete solution that this area, GX area. This is the complete solution. It incorporates an LCD screen that shows the date and the relevant information, like for example the GSM signal or the SIM card signal. It's compatible with Bluetooth medical devices, many Bluetooth devices, because it has a Bluetooth protocol integrated with all the configurations for all the medical devices. And for example, I don't know if you know Pivotel, the brand Pivotel. Pivotel is it's a medical device that is fully compatible with this panel, and also many other ones like blood pressure, blood glucose monitors, thermometers for the temperature of the person, and also we can make smart home automation with this panel. For that, I told you this is a complete solution because you have everything. You can have detectors, contact doors, relays to trigger the lights. It's compatible with Alexa, so the seniors can just tell, hey, switch off the light, and all the lights can switch off. And also it has many other things that we are going to see later. It allows up to 100 devices. Okay. And this panel, we can use it for residences. I don't know what it's called in English, but residences is it's a site where we have many people or many persons, elder persons.
Elderly homes,
Elder house. So this area is prepared for that because we can put 100 devices, and for example, for each person we can give it a wear or pendant or a watch with an emergency button, and if someone presses this button, we know who pressed the button and go immediately to the room. It has a voice recognition, so with Amazon and Google, we can use this to voice assistant to control the system. And also we have location tracking for outdoor. We have the location tracking, the BFTD1. This is the device that I told you before, and we are going to talk about this BFTD1. This is used for outdoor, and it's connected by Bluetooth to your mobile phone to send the exact ubication. So right now we are going to see what you can do with that. And also we have an inactivity monitoring. We can configure this inactivity, and at each time the system is prompted to press the button or detect the movement from people. And also we have one version with ZigBee protocol. ZigBee protocol and Z-Wave, as I said before, these two protocols are used for domotic throughput. So many brands or many brands are using these protocols, like Philips, for example, Fibaro, they have automatic devices that can use the Zigbee or Z-Wave. That are working with Zigbee and Z-Wave. Let's make a small example. For example, if we have a 3-wire relay to trigger on or trigger off some lights, we can integrate it with this panel because it has a Zigbee. Also, this panel it comes with Zigbee. So if the 3-wire switch is a Zigbee device, we can integrate it with this panel and control it and have it trigger it on and trigger it off. Okay. And here we have a small example. That's what we can do with this series. We can put some examples of Bluetooth medical devices. Okay, thermometers, sensors, or everything that works as a medical device. We can pair it to GX series. And also we can have a supervision, for example, smoke detectors, fire detectors, or any other sensor to detect if there are some in English I don't know. If we have some failure in the house, we can use that. Okay, let's go right now and see. As I said before, it uses F1, so the range is around 2 kilometers in open field. So this is very powerful for elder houses or residences. So if you have many floors, you can use this system with no problem because it has a large range of radio frequencies. And also a long battery life, because we are talking, for example, for some pendants, we are talking about 6 years of battery life or more. Okay. Okay, the Zigbee and the Z-Wave. As I told you, these two protocols are for domotic purposes.
Ronaldo?
Yes.
Yeah.
We just hear a lot of background noise from your side.
Yeah, one moment.
Okay. I mean, I can mute you. Yeah, that's it. All right. Thanks.
Perfect. And the Zigbee and the Z-Wave protocols are for domotic purposes. So if we have some devices that work with these protocols, we can integrate it perfectly. Like for example, the Philips light bulb, we can use it for with this panel. Okay. The Z-Wave and the Zigbee, it allows the mesh communication. What that means? If we have, for example, one light bulb here and another one here, and for example, one relay to open or close the garage door, each device of this is used like a repeater. So it's connected to the panel and repeat this signal. And also, there's another one. It's connected to the next one and repeats the signal. So if we have a big mesh of these devices. So if we have many devices of these that work with Zigbee or Z-Wave, we can use them to make a large network of radio frequencies. And here we have some compatibility lists, like for example third party Z-Wave devices. In this case, we have T-bar relays, we have Horstman thermostat, power meters, and we have a big list. This is just a part of the big list. So if you want, I can send this big list to you, and you can check if your device is compatible or not with this panel.
Would this list come with some kind of manual for the device?
What manual?
Would this compatibility list come with manual for device, for example, for the panel? You know, so the customer, when he buys the panel, he can see the whole list of compatible devices.
Yeah. No, we have this list, and also we have it on the By Demes webpage.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, this is a big list, and he can go there and consult it from the By Demes page.
All right.
Okay, and also if you want it, I can send it to you by email or to airborne drop. Also, if you want this, I can send it. But it's disponible on the website. We have a voice recognition and communication devices. In this case, we have the speech recognition, and it's used for send an emergency alarm, but with voice. We can put it on a living room, for example, and just say help, and when this device recognizes help, it sends an emergency alarm. And also we have the voice extender and voice recognition. It has the same function like that one. We can say help and send an emergency alarm. And also we can use it for talk or make the bidirectional, the two-way communication. So when the panel starts the call, we can talk with this same device. This is used for when we have many floors, for example, 3 or 4 floors, we can use these devices to make the communication. And also we have the two-way voice communicator. This is like a pendant, and it has a small speaker and microphone, and we can use it for talk, for make the two-way communication. So if we press this button, it sends an emergency alarm to the panel, and the call is transmitted to this device, and we can talk and we can do everything. So
no talking without pressing the emergency button.
No. You need to press the button first to make the call, because if you press it from the panel, the communication will be from the panel. So the panel, it has a speaker and microphone. The communication will be from the panel. But if you press this button, the communication will not be from the panel, will be from this device.
Okay.
It doesn't require any SIM or anything, because this is connected to the panel by radio frequency. It has 2 kilometers of range in open field, so you can just pair it to the panel, and the call is transferred. This is used, for example, for if you are in the kitchen and the panel is in the living room, very far away.
Yeah.
You can use this device to make the communication. And also we have an emergency pendant and we're transmitters, like for example this it's a clock format. We have emergency pendant. This is very beautiful. I have one here, and it's very nice. And also we have another devices, as you can see here, for transmit the emergency notification or call, or also to the central station to send the notification. So here we have the pulse sensor. I have one here. This is a pendant, and it transmits if someone fails, we can transmit the emergency event. Also, we have a help button, a panic button, emergency robe. This we can use it on the. We can use it anywhere, and we can just pull the rope and trigger the alarm. And also we have a general purpose transmitter, because it has an input of contact. If we have, for example, a third-party device that is wired, we can use it to transmit with this one. So this has an input, and this input is for general purpose.
One question about that. Is it all wireless or is it wired?
No, this converts from wired to wireless. So it connects to the panel by wireless, and if you have some zones or some any product that is wired, you can just put the two cables on this device, and it will be transmitted to the panel. And on the panel, you can make the configuration that you want. For example, trigger an alarm, open the door, turn on the light, turn off the light, or make anything you want, because with rules you can make anything. Okay.
Okay, and the question about so there's 3 versions of panels.
Yes.
First one, Mobile Pro. You can't add these devices on mobile phone.
No, you can add these devices on the
second one and
yeah, the second one and the third one.
Okay, so mobile pro only works with the purse.
Yes, with the purse.
All right.
Correct. And actually you can put some of these devices. The emergency pendant and wear transmitters, you can enroll it on the first and second and third one. But for like that for the contact door and this contact door, for example, you can't put it on the first one.
All right.
Okay, but you can put the emergency robe, the room panic, just the emergency devices. Okay.
Yep.
And this is the DRP1 device. This is what I said before. It's used for these two series. To transmit the location of the seniors or elder person. So how it works this device? This device, first of all, is paired by RF to one of these panels. If we have the GX series or MX series, we can pair it. We have 2 kilometers of range. And if we are indoor, we can press it and just send an emergency alarm without the ubication because we are indoor. But when outdoor, we can pair it also by Bluetooth to our smartphone. Okay, this is very simple. We are going to see how to do it on the demonstration. So we pair it by Bluetooth, and when we are outdoor and we press it, when it detects that the panel is not there, it automatically triggers the alarm from the phone and sends the exact ubication from the phone to the cloud, and the cloud is send it to central receivers. It sends it also to the mobile phone application, to the caregivers or familiar. So it sends the ubication to all these people that have access to the notification. Okay, and also it make an emergency call from your mobile phone. It takes one number and make a call. This number can be configured as you wish. We're going to see this device from the camera later, and we're going to see how we can configure it. And all these devices can be used for the two series, the MX and GX series. So we have door contacts to trigger, for example, to turn on the lights. We have vibration sensor with and the door contacts and in many formats. We have motion sensors, dual technology motion sensors, and also quartile detectors for indoor and outdoor. We can use all these devices to make some rules or some scenes or send notifications or reset the inactivity. So this is very useful devices for this panel. In this case, I will show you an example because in this case, if we have some bracelets or pendants, we can use it for emergency concours. So we can select from the configuration what type of emergency we want to send, like smoke alarm or medical alarm. So in this case, if we have bracelet or pendant, we can select medical alarm. And also, we can trigger some rules or some scenes, automation rules or automation scenes. What that means, that we can apply a scene. When we press this button, it sends an alarm, medical alarm, and also it can trigger on or trigger off some plugs, some light bulbs, or trigger any other domotic device or automation device. So this is very useful because, for example, if you press this button, you can trigger an alarm and also open the door for the nurse or for caregivers or for familiars. They can have this is a small example, but you can do everything you want. So I don't know if you understand that, but you can use the same product for two different things. Trigger an alarm and also trigger an automation scene, like turning on or turning off any device.
Okay, for me?
Yeah. Okay, and also we have a smoke detectors, also temperature sensors, water leak sensors. acoustic glass break detectors, and many other sensors. So we can integrate all this to detect, for example, if there are there are some water there, or any failure or anything. Or if there are smoke, for example, if there are smoke, we can make some rules. If we have smoke, we can turn off all the all electrical devices to avoid an explosion, for example. Or something. It's an example, it's a small example, but to understand the rules. But we're going to talk about the rules later. And
yeah, I mean, there's going to be automation training anyway, so maybe just leaving those sensors for another training, but up to you, Arthur.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So for automation sensors, we have the power switch or plug, and also we have relays for automation propose, thermostats, room sensors, and also an universal infrared controller. This is a universal one because you can configure any remote control to this, to control temperature, to trigger or to switch on or off the TV or any other thing. And also we have a scene or scenario selector. This is used for example, for automation. If we create some scenes like trigger on one light when we press this, or trigger all the lights of the house if we switch that, we can use it for this purpose. Okay, here we have a local interface. I just show you these pictures, but we are going to talk about the cloud or the home portal server. So just to know that we have a local interface that we can access and make all the configuration of the panel. But right now we're going to talk about the home portal server. Okay. The home portal server is very simple. The use we have the medical panel. We connect it to the internet, and it's automatically connected to the home portal server. We don't need to do anything. If we don't have registered the first time, we need to register it. But if it's registered yet, we don't have to do nothing. Just access to this panel with our username and password, and this is all. Okay, to the connection to the cloud, we can make it by Ethernet, by Wi-Fi, because we have in the GX area, the complete area, we have an USB port that we can put some Wi-Fi and connect the panel by Wi-Fi. And also we can put some SIM cards, 3G, 2G, or 4G SIM card, and also it will be connected to the cloud by GPRS. Okay, to register the first time the panel, you just need to go to this web page, and you can make the registration. It's very simple. In 1 minute you have it. And right now we're going to see the demo of this medical care device. So I will switch my camera. You can see the camera here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, here I have the medical panel. In this case, this is the GX series. In this case, I am communicating just by the SIM card, and also you have the USB. As you can see here, I have Wi-Fi device. I can put it here and connect it to my router, or also I can put just the cable. This is very simple. Just we put the power to this panel, and if we don't have it registered, we register the first time. On the top, we have 3 buttons, okay, 3 different buttons. We have the emergency button, we have the north arrival button, or the inactivity reset button. This is used for reset the inactivity. And the last button is used for deactivate or activate the inactivity. For example, if the person will go to the shopping, so he can deactivate the detection of inactivity if you want. If you want. And also we have speakers on front and on the side, and also we have a screen that it shows relevant information like the signal of the SIM card, and also the date and the time. And here we have some devices, okay? We have for this rope emergency.
The full rope, yeah.
Yeah. And also we have these devices that I show you on the presentation. It has a speaker and also it has a microphone, and if we press it, the communication to the call will be made from this device and not from the panel. And if we press the emergency button from here, the call will be made from the panel and not from this device. So this is very useful if we have 2 or 3 or different floors in the house or in the residence. We can use it to make the communication from this same device. And also we can put some detectors. We can make some smoke detectors. We can enroll them. This is very simple to enroll because you access to the configuration and you click on add button, and there you can just click the buttons to enroll all the devices. In this case, you can pull the rope and it will be added. Also, the scenario switch, you can have click this button, and this is very simple to add them to this panel. So, and also we can put some plugs, and here we have some pendants. You can just click this button and enroll it to the panel. And when we have it registered to the panel, it can be used for trigger on or trigger off any device. In this case, we can, as I told you, you can use it with Alexa and Google Assistant, and with that you can trigger anything you want. For example, I have my Alexa on Spanish, but I can show you. So, to trigger off this light, for example, Alexa, apaga el enchufe. Okay, as you can see, it's saying okay, and it trigger off these lights, but you can do anything with that because you can create some rules and tell it. If you say help, it sends a help or emergency call. And you can use your assistant to do that. Alexa, enciende el enchufe. Okay, in this case, it's powered on. And this is a small example, so you can use it with your Alexa or Google. This is very simple to enroll it. And as you can see, I am communicating right now by Teams call, and it's very fast. So let's see the web page. Let's see the web page. In this case, it's a Care Alert platform. And if we access to this platform, in this case, I have the username and the password. I don't remember, but I have it. 6304. Yes, this is the password. Okay, here we have the status of the panel. We have the AC communication connection. It's okay. The battery is okay. The GSM signal it has three lines, and we have 9 devices, and all these devices are okay. If any device has a battery low, it will tell me here. Okay. And in settings, we can add the devices. It's very simple. I will show you how to add devices, but it's very simple, as I told you. It's very simple. For example, I will okay. For example, this reloj, the watch. I will delete the watch and add it again to show you. Okay. Delete the watch. Okay, we'll take the watch here. Okay, here I have the watch. To add it, you just need to click on Add Device, and then the panel will start on registering mode, and you just need to click the button of the watch, and here you have the watch to add it. It's very simple, as you can see. Add, and in this case you set a name. For example, this watch is for Tara, room 78, for example. And when this person presses this button, we will have a notification event in our mobile phone and also in the web platform. If it's a resident, they can have a tablet, and on the tablet they will receive all these notifications. For example, I will press Okay, this one, this one, I will press this button. Okay.
Emergency call was pressed.
Emergency call was pressed.
Help call in progress.
And right now it's transmitting the help signal.
Help call in progress.
Okay. It's sending notification all the users.
Alarm received.
Okay, in this case I received the alarm here, and also I received one on my mobile phone. And right now it's making the call. Okay, it will start calling me. Yeah, as you can see here, it's calling me. I can right now talk and make the video, the two-way communication. As you can see, I will call. And when I finish the call, I programmed another phone that is my other fixed phone. So it's right now calling there. So as you can hear, I don't know if you can hear it, but
Oh yeah, we heard.
yeah, it's calling on the other mobile.
Alarm received.
Okay.
Please stand by.
And when it transmits all the signals, it automatically say by prompt that all the alarms are sent successful. And if we go to the event or the mobile phone, we can see what happened in what time. Sarah, room 78. We have an emergency at 1 o'clock. Okay, and we have this event. And also, if we connect this panel to central station, also the central station can call and tell you what is happening there, and send help or send any other thing. Okay. And also, I will show you the application. I will show you right now. Okay, I will put the scene viewer to show you.
Okay.
Okay, scene viewer is opening.
So to find the application, just in Play Store.
Yeah, in Play Store and App
Store.
Yeah, it's available for all the platforms, for iOS and for Android. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and right now it's connecting.
So just tell me what should customers write in to find it.
Yeah, he must to write. If he want a test account, I can give you a test account, and you can access to the application and test everything if you want. You must to search for Care Alert. It's
Care Alert.
Okay. EU. Care Alert EU. It's this pink, no? Pink, yes.
Oh yeah.
Logo.
Okay. Yeah, Care Alert EU is good. It pops up on the first analyst.
And if you want a test account, I will give you a test account. As well as in this case the user.
Ashraf, I already have the information for the test account. If a customer needs it, I can transfer it to them.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay, you just need to click on login, and here you can see everything that is happening in this case. Okay, sorry. Give me one moment. Okay. Here we have the emergency, Sarah room 79, and we have the event, and we receive it immediately this event. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Let me access again to the account and show you some rules that you can do, and maybe this is all. I don't know if there are some questions or you want to know how to make the configuration of the devices or something, but it's very simple. This platform is very simple. Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, and here we have the automation rules or automation devices that you can trigger on, see the temperature, and also in the mobile phone we can see this information. And for example, I will trigger off. As you can see, I triggered off the light. I can trigger it on if I want, or I can make some rules to trigger it auto trigger or auto trigger it off or on in the time that I want. For example, at the 8 o'clock I want this light turn off. So yeah, I can do it if I want. So in this case, you can just create some rules and put the schedule. and this is all. And make the action, trigger off or trigger on, or do anything. So with the rules, you can do anything you want.
There's going to be automation side of the panel training next week.
Yeah, we can.
So we can talk.
Yeah, we can talk. We can talk about all these rules and what we can do with that, because this is maybe is very useful for the elder person, because you can put this anywhere. For example, near the bed, and if the person wakes up, it can press the first button, and it can trigger on this light, put the temperature at 22 degrees, and any other kind of things like that.
Yeah.
So this is all. I don't know if you have.
Ronaldo, if you have any questions, you can ask us.
No, I think it's very clear for so far.
Yeah.
And I must say it sounds very interesting.
And the fonts, you can make the configuration of the fonts on the report side, and you just need to put your mobile phone, and this is all. In this case, as you can see here, I put the first one. This is my mobile phone, and the other one is the fixed phone or the host phone. I have it here, and when it's in alarm, it's calling me in this one and in this other one.
I have one more question. This was said you can also connect it to a control room. Is there a special function for that you can give of the control room, or how does that work?
What you meant?
A monitoring station.
Monitoring station. If I want to connect to a monitoring station.
Yeah. In the reporting, you can just add another line, and here you can put the account number that central station gives you. For example, in this case, IP 2.//. If they give you in the Spain, we call it número de abonado, or I don't know in English what it's called.
You mean like the IP address of the?
Yeah, the IP address, but also they give you an identification number.
Oh, the account number, you mean?
The account number, yeah. The account number, for example, 1234, for example, and here you put the IP address that central station gives you. In this case, for example, this one, and also it will give you a port to transmit. So
the account number basically equals to a house where the system is installed. So account number is dedicated.
Yes, and in this case, you put the contact ID or Manitou or SIA, or in what protocol your central station is able to receive these alarms, and this is all. You just select a different group, because if you select the same group, for example, if I select the number 3 is occupied by my phone. So if I answer the phone, it will not transmit to the receiver. So I must put, it's like a backup. So I need to put the group for.
Yeah, so if you have two devices in the same group, if the first one is not reached, then it goes to another one. If it is reached,
will be a backup. Yes.
Yeah.
So in this case, will be transmitted to the central station. All the events will be transmitted there. Yeah.
All right, Sasha. Thanks a lot for the training. Very clear.
You are welcome.
It was very interesting.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Hopefully see you next week then.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Sasha, you with the recording now, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.